Welcome to the second session of Sheet 3 Introduction to the Rotating Machines, where we will be discussing construction problems related to the DC generator, induction motor and synchronous machine. To start with problem number 6, we are having a 2-pole DC generator, number of poles 2, having a total of 320 series turns. When operated at a speed of 1800 rpm, the open circuit generated voltage is 240 volts. We need to, it means generated voltage E is equal to EDC is equal to 240. Then we need to calculate the flux per pole. He has given EDC, or E of the induced EMF or EMF generated in a DC machine, is equal to P by pi omega m N5. It is same as of this formula of this machine. See, 5 and N5 are the winding factor, depends on the machine, and frequency omega f is the frequency, and this is for converting RMS value. Now here the same machine N5 is same, omega value, this depends on the mechanical parameter. It depends on the mechanical parameters depending on the revolutions of the machine, speed of the machine, rated speed, and also number of poles divided by pi. This factor will be same. If we compare this formula and this formula, all are same, but factors, they are differed by some factor. Here electrical parameters is represented and here mechanical parameter is considered. Now EA is equal to P by pi omega m N5. This formula is for DC machine. This EMF equation is for DC machine. Now we need to calculate flux per pole. So flux per pole is equal to pi into EA divided by P by omega into N. Substitute the value of EA 240 EMF generated divided by number of poles 2, omega is equal to mechanical parameter 2 pi n by 60, where n is in speed is in rpm, and number of turns it is given as 320. Flux per pole will be 6.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Webers, or this on conversion we can write it as 6.25 milli Webers. Very simple problems. 6.25 milli Webers. Coming to the problem number 7, we are having a design. We need to design the design of a 4-pole 3-phase induction motor with 230 volt 60 hertz is to be based on stator core length 21 centimeters and inner diameter 9.52 centimeters. The stator winding distribution, which has been selected as 0.925 winding vector, the armature is to be Y connected, and the rated phase voltage will be 230 bar root 3 volts. What we need to do, we need to design the machine such that the flux density in the machine is large enough to make efficient use of magnetic material. The objective is what? The objective is to design the machine with the air gap flux density of 1.25. B is equal to 1.25. We need to calculate the number of turns per phase. Required to generate this flux density with this configuration. To start with, number of poles 4 pole, 230 volts, F is equal to 60 hertz and X is equal to 21 centimeters. Diameter is given as 9.5. Diameter is given as 9.52 centimeters. KW is equal to 0.925. Flux density B peak is equal to 1.25 Tesla. So V phase is equal to 230 divided by root 3. Line voltage has been converted into phase voltage. Flux per pole, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the number of turns required to generate this much voltage in an induction machine, in an induction machine. So flux will, to use this, we need to calculate flux per pole. So to calculate the flux per pole, we are using this formula. Flux per pole is equal to 2 by P into 2 B peak into L into R. 2 by peak, P value is equal to 4 into 2 as it is, flux density 1.25, length is 21 centimeters, we are converting into meters, into radius is 9.52, diameter is been given and we are converting into radius, 9.52 divided by 2 into 10 power minus 2. You will get flux per pole as 12.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Webers, which is equal to 12.5 milli Webers. But what we need to calculate? We need to calculate number of turns per phase. Number of turns per phase is given by ERMS into root 2. From here, ERMS into root 2 divided by omega kW into flux per pole. Substitute the value, ERMS value, RMS voltage. But what has been given? It has been given as the line voltage. So to convert the line voltage into the phase voltage divided by root 3, you will get the phase value into root 2 divided by 2 pi f. Here root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled, get root 2. ERMS, VRMS same. 2 root 2 root 2, root 2 will be remaining, pi f, winding factor, flux per pole. Substitute the value, 20 by root 3 divided by root 2 into pi into 60 into winding factor into flux per pole. Flux per pole here 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Because of scanning, it has been, we are not able to see the 10 power minus 3. It is 10 power minus 3. You will get it as 43 turns. The next parameter is we need to calculate the inductance. To calculate the inductance, L is equal to, this is inductance in the rotor circuit. Inductance of the rotor circuit. See, check B parameter. This is the air gap length of 0.3 mm and the self inductance of an armature based upon the result part A. Based on this result part A, using the inductance formulas, neglect the reluctance of the rotor and the stator and the armature leakage reactance. The losses are neglected and we need to calculate the self inductance of the armature. Self inductance of the armature, this is the formula. L is equal to 16 mu naught length into rotor radius, divided by pi g into kW n phase by P the whole square. What we need to calculate? We need to calculate the inductance. This value we need to calculate, L. Substitute the value, 16 mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into length 21 into 10 to the power of minus 2, radius 9.52 by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. This is the diameter. 9.52 is the diameter, we are converting into radius, divided by pi value, pi as it is, into air gap is 0.3 millimeters. If you go to the problem, air gap, it is given as 0.3 mm, converting it into meters. So we will write it as 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 millimeters to meters, into winding factor 0.925 into number of turns per phase 43 divided by number of poles 4 the whole square. If you evaluate this, you will get it as 21.1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 henries or 21.1 milli henries. 21.1 milli henries. We have evaluated the number of turns per phase and also we have evaluated the inductance, leakage inductance. See, we have evaluated the inductance of the machine, L. Next, problem number 8. A 2-pole 60 Hz 3-phase laboratory size synchronous generator has a rotor radius of 5.71 centimeters, a rotor length of 18 centimeters and an air gap length of 0.25 mm. The rotor field winding consists of 264 turns with a winding factor of Kr is equal to 0.95. The Y connected armature winding consists of 45 turns per phase with a winding factor Kw is equal to 0.93. We need to calculate the flux per pole and a peak fundamental air gap flux density, which will result in an open circuit 60 Hz armature voltage of 120 volts RMS per phase line to neutral. Calculate the peak flux density air gap, calculate the DC field current required to achieve the operating condition A. Required to achieve operating condition this value, line to n. This is the line to n means phase value. To start with, the given data, P is equal to 2, frequency 60 Hertz. It is a 3-phase machine, synchronous generator. Radius 5.7 into 10 power of minus 2. Length is equal to 18 into 10 power of minus 2 meters. Air gap is equal to 0.25 into 10 power of minus 3 meters. NR is equal to, this is rotor information, number of turns in the rotor, 264 turns, and rotor winding factor KR is equal to 0.95. All this information, most of the information is for the rotor, and Y connected for N is equal to number of turns, Y connection number of turns per phase and winding factor. This is for armature information where the EMF is induced. Stator, we can say it as stator information. First parameter that we need to calculate is calculate the flux per pole and peak flux density. Flux per pole. Flux per pole is given by ERMS divided by root 2 into pi f kW N5. ERMS value is 120 volts divided by root 2 pi f, root 2 into pi into f is 60, kW is 0.93 and N phase is 45. N phase is 45. If you evaluate this, you will get it as 10.75 milliwebers. 10.75 milliwebers. And also we need to calculate the flux density. Flux density from this flux per pole is equal to 2 by P into 2 into B peak into length into radius. From here we can calculate flux density peak value. Flux density peak value in the air gap is equal to flux per pole into P divided by 4 into L into R. Substitute the value of flux per pole, number of poles 2 divided by 4 into length 18 into length 10 power 18 point C 18 10 power minus 2 and also length 5.7 into 10 power of minus 2. This 10 power minus 2, this 10 power minus 2, we are combinedly writing it as 10 power minus 4, which is equal to 0.524 units of flux density is Tesla or flux per meter square. Tesla or flux per meter square. The next parameter is calculate the flux density. Peak flux density has been evaluated. Flux per pole has been evaluated. Then we need to calculate the DC field current. DC field current required to achieve the operating condition part. IR. Condition part A. Condition part A means to produce a flux. To produce a flux this much flux, what is the field current required? It means it is referring to the field winding. Field winding is the rotor part in a synchronous machine. So field current IF is equal to pi B peak G into P divided by 2 mu naught KR into NR. KR into NR. Field current can be calculated. When we are calculating this, substitute the value of pi B peak from here into air gap length is 0.25 into 10 power minus 3. Number of poles at a divided by 4 mu naught. 4 P is 2 and 4 on cancellation 2 is remaining. 2 and 4 on remaining you will get 2 into what we have here, we have 2 and here we have 4. 2 and 4 on cancellation the remaining will be 2. Number of poles 2 and this is 4 mu naught. On 4 mu naught you will get it as, see here, this is the formula. IR is equal to B P peak into pi G into P divided by 4 mu naught into KR into NR. Number of poles 2 and this is 4. On cancellation 2 will be remaining. So you can write it as, nothing has been there, this has been removed, 2 divided by 4 remaining will be 2. So 2 is placed here. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. KR value is 0.95 and number of turns 264. On evaluation of this you will get it as 0.65 amperes. This is the field current which is flowing in the rotor of the synchronous winding, rotor of the synchronous machine winding. Now what we have evaluated with this, we have completed problems related to the synchronous generator, problems related to the induction motor, problems related to the DC machine in sheet 2. Sheet 3. Complete sheet 3 is completed now. Complete sheet 3 is completed. Anything to be discussed? If you are having doubt, just message me.